Hello, hello again. So today's live stream with Emmy. Actually, it is still a talk with Emmy. It's been like for a while, maybe for 2 or 3 days since the last time I went live stream. It is because of my throat as well, and I was kind of busy during the past 2 days. My grandma visited Da Nang, so I had to be a private driver for her I drove her around the city to to run for errands errands. Let me check this. Let let me check it. Is it was time to check new word and use it more often. Errand. Okay. I ran errand for my grandma as well. And let me update you. Several things happened during those 2 or 3 days. First of all, it's about my conversation with the professor. And by the way, I'm trying to speak more quiet. I mean, I realized that maybe one of the reasons that make my throat dry is because I spoke loudly in Vietnam, more loudly in Vietnam than in the US. Then that's why my throat hurts. So I will, and also it's like when I'm back to Vietnam and I observed more people talking loudly over here. I don't like that. Actually, I know about this. I know about like the facts that Vietnamese people, or at least people in Da Nang, speak loudly. Or more particularly, I'm sorry, I may startle you. I'm sorry, um, or just my family, okay? Or maybe just my family speaks so loudly. So I think that I know the fact that my family or Da Nang people or Vietnamese people speak loudly, but I didn't really care about that much, you know. I mean, it's like you live in the area that everyone speak loudly, so you will take it as a normal, you know. You will take it normal. Nothing's wrong with that. But when I was in the U.S., or more particularly, when I was with DJ, I learned more about being quiet, and I think that I of course I prefer that uh, lifestyle, like being quiet. Actually I like being quiet too, but I but I know. But my point here is that I think that I should work on my speaking volume. It will help my throat. It will help my ladylike appearance, you know. So yeah, so I'm speaking kind of quiet in this live stream. So please raise your volume if you can't not hear me well. Okay. So back to today's agenda. By the way, today agenda or today's agenda. Let's ask Chapa. I'm sorry to today agenda or today's agenda. Oh, hold on. Today's agenda. Okay. So today agenda is about my conversation with the professor, and secondly about and from this conversation it leads to my updated study plan. And what else? And some of my thought about my bad traits that are influenced by my parents. And what else? And yeah, and maybe if we have time, we I will share with you as like two tips I learned from Facebook about speaking English. So here we go. And of course something else if we have time. Okay. So and if my throat is good enough to have a long live stream. Mm. And by the way, I'm sorry, kind of off track of our agenda, but I want to show you this. Do you recognize this shirt? Ignore my boobs, ignore my nipples. This is your shirt that this is your shirt that remember two shirts that is they were too long, so I brought them to Vietnam to adjust it, and here we have it one more time. So it's so bad that it can't. So I have I have them cut shorter, okay, and about the sleeves, I want them to be this long. I mean, I don't want it too long, too short like this. This is normal, but because I will use this shirt to go running and also to wear at home. So I want something long like this, just in case the weather is cold over there. So I really like this. Seriously, I really like this. The fabric, the material. Oh yeah, I remember that is there's some place that's like we have some spots that torn out, but I don't know if this one or the other one. But excuse me, seriously, why are my nipples so obvious in this? I mean, I thought they are small, but so I'm sorry for that unladylike. But I just don't want to cover it. I just don't want to cover them. Cover them. So okay, back to our the agenda. About my conversation with the professor, the operation management professor, and she is I'm sorry. She is very kind to help me with my career path about like I want to learn about this industry, and she said that I need to have two things: one, experience, and two, certificate. These two things will help me to get a job in the US. And actually, she is very confident to say that she will she can to say that she could guarantee that I would get a job if I had the US experience and certificate. Yeah, and it's so I have more confidence about this, but I think it makes sense anyway. Like if I have experience in the U.S. and certificates, then surely it will be easier for me to get a job in the U.S. And especially if I am like especially if I apply for Boeing. um, yeah, I hope so. I really hope so. The only concern about Boeing is that I must be green card holder. Yeah. So about the certificate, like I have to learn to study and get the Six Sigma Green Belt certificate. So they how can I say it is about like it is about like operation management, but also about project management. But the basic ideas of this certificate is that you have to learn how to reduce cost, reduce waste, improve process, improve quality of service and products. So yeah, so basically this that is the principles of this certificate. You have to learn about the tools and techniques and methods to reduce cost, improve process, improve quality of products and service. Yeah, so these are things that I like to learn anyway. I as I told you before, like that I'm very I'm interested in improving process, reducing cost and waste. I didn't know about this before. I mean, I didn't know that there is a measure that's specific about this. But then I learned that we have a such that we have that measure and that made and studying that measure you can apply for like supply chain business analyst business analysis, process analysis, process specialist, quality specialist, etc. Those things. I didn't know about that. I studied marketing instead. So it's like marketing. For example, about marketing, you can apply to work about sales, about advertising, about marketing, product development. So those are the major those jobs are related to major marketing major. But about operation or supply chain management, if you study this major, you can apply to work for some work some works that I mentioned earlier. So the professor said that I can start from that, like taking the Six Sigma Green Belt certificate. and she will help me to study those things. Like she has materials, books, question samples, etc., to help me to work on that. In fact, she is an instructor to get certificate to get such certificate at a school, and she said like from she will help me free. But of course, and at the school, at a company, and by the way, like she also trained staff at companies as well to get this certificate. So normally it will normally tuition is applied, but for my case, she said like she is free. So such a good deal. Um, what else? Yeah, and I so about the you may not know about Six Sigma. I didn't know about this either. I had no idea about this before. Is because maybe like it's like as I said, it's not I was not in this industry to know about this. But so I didn't hear about this certificate before when I worked in Vietnam. But then when I moved to the US, I heard about it from my classmates, and from this class, the operation management class. About Six Sigma certificates. They have like several level: the yellow belt, the green belt, black belt, and master belt. So there are four degrees, four levels. And I did a test, not really a test, just some a questionnaire to determine which level I can apply. And the green belt is more obvious for me. Um, so I will study to get the green belt certificate. And of course, it's not free. I have to pay a fee of like three, no, 400 or something, or so, $400. $400. Okay, compared to like TOEFL, GMAT, those certificates that I took. Um, this certificate is something that I have to pay. It's not a big deal, okay, even though it's still expensive to me, but it is something that affordable for me. That I mean, I can swing to get some money to get it, and especially about my interest, about the interest that I earned by the time I take the test, I may get enough money to pay for it. So yeah, so my study plan will focus on taking this test, on studying to take this test. I will follow study on a learning path on LinkedIn. A learning path on LinkedIn. It's like the like it's like LinkedIn design a learning path for you, includes combines several courses, several related courses to that big topic. In this case, it is like uh, Six Sigma Green Belt certificates preparation, and then LinkedIn designed a list of courses that I should take, and it will be like 14 hours. It will take 14 hours, but in fact, it's long. It's not. I mean, it's longer than 14 hours because I have to take notes and do more research about terms, about the concept. Yeah. About the test, you may be curious about it. About the test, it will be. It is a multiple choice test, similar to TOEFL and GMAT. Yeah, there are 110 questions in the test in the exam, but only 100 questions will be graded. 10 questions just to test, just to it should they will not grade 10 questions. So uh, I will have 100 multiple questions, and I have like 4 hours to finish the test. I can take it is a computer based test. Yeah, that the I just share with you some basic information about this test. Um, and my so now I have to plan. I will have I have to do some plans, study plans for this test. My target is that I will take the test by June this year. The professor said that normally it will take like from 3 to 6 months to get to take the test. If I focused and study is intensively, it may be only 3 months. I can take the test. By the way, the criteria to pass the test is you have to score more than 75%, which is 75 points out of 100 to pass the test. And yeah, and what else? Oh my God, it's already 23 minutes. I am sorry, but it's because today I have so many things to talk about, and I speak slowly if you uh, notice about that. Yeah, I speak more slowly, more quiet, and it will this point will bring us to the next topic that I want to share. Not really the next topic, but the third topic. It is about I just learned this on Facebook about strategies to improve your English speaking skills. Two strategies. First, it is dividing sentences and study structures. Like for example, for the sentence "I like apple," you should divide it "I like" and plus apple, so that you will study that structure. I like something. I like this water bottle. I like this laptop. I like this candle. I like banana, whatever. So you will learn about structures You learn structures, get used to it, use it more often, and then you can and try to um, use that structure with as many as many something as possible for when I say something in this sentence, I mean like I like plus something. So you can replace something with water bottle, with laptop, with tablet, right? So try to use that structure with many variations. So the second, use your own word. You don't words. Don't need to use big words. Don't need to use fancy, advanced academic words, because your job, I mean, the student's job is to use what you have to express your ideas. And and I believe and this and I think I believe that for what the vocabularies I have, I can express my ideas. I can use simple words, use my own words to express my ideas in a simple way. Of course, sometimes it will be there. Of course, sometimes there are complicated ideas, and it's hard to express. So my job is to try to simplify it, try to be creative, to deliver the message with the simple words that I have. Um, yeah, I mean, the second strategy uh, tells us that you have to believe that you can communicate well with your simple words, with your uh, poor vocabulary source. You don't need a very like rich vocabularies to deliver to speak English fluently. So that is the second strategy. Makes sense. The second strategy, I will tell it about it again. The second strategy tell us that you have to believe that you can use simple words to deliver your ideas, your message. You have to believe that you can use your own words. I mean, what you have, what you've already had to talk about, like thousands, millions ideas in English. So don't be demotivated. And don't think that, oh, I cannot speak English well because my vocabulary is not rich enough. Blah blah. It's not true. So I try to apply this strategies. Um, anything else? Yeah, and also it's already 29 minutes. It's kind of long, and I don't want to keep you long. Um, yeah, so I think that I'm gonna end this live stream here now about the second topic, which is about like my my bad traits, my bad personality traits. I will discuss about it later in some later episode. Is that okay? Ah, I think that in this live stream videos. If you notice, you will recognize, or you will um, realize that I didn't use much and maybe I made less mistakes. I hope so. But I want to say that in this live stream, I speak slowly and try to think in my head more carefully in English and say it out. So, by the way, and that's why I speak slowly. I hope that over time it will be improved. Yep. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening to this silly talk with Amy episode. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.